no secret that more and more Americans are moving to Portugal. And in 2020 and 2021, a lot of people were having to rent sight unseen because they couldn't come to the country. Well, now in 2022, you can actually come for a scouting trip and figure out which city and which neighborhood works best for you. What do these real estate scouting trips look like? Are they professional and are they worth the money? I'm Kalie with Expats Everywhere. I sit down with James, the CEO of a 360 relocation company, who takes me on this type of scouting trip to show you what this service offers.
We're heading over to Avenidas Novas, the closest metro. We have two stops. We have Picoas and also Parque, so the yellow line and the blue line. Good, let's say 300 meters away from Parque Eduardo VII, which is a beautiful spot. Great for jogging, great for taking the dog out for a walk. Some nice restaurants and a couple of cafes with amazing views over the city. The neighborhood itself, I mean, traditionally has been more of a sort of, let's say, corporate business center with the big four there and a number of other offices out there. Prior to that, it was like, you know, hustling and bustling at lunchtime. And then in the evenings, it was like quite quiet. But nowadays you've got quite a bit going on in terms of cocktail bars, restaurants, outdoor terraces in the evening. So there's a lot more going on in the evenings as well, which is great for, you know, residents, because it's traditionally been more of a, let's say, family-oriented, very local Portuguese neighborhood. You have some foreigners that have started to move into the neighborhood and bring a bit of a mix. People love the sort of, you know, the flat round. You have the bicycle lanes. So there's quite a bit on offer, right? So you have absolutely everything you need, from supermarkets, post office. You have the shopping center there as well, Saldanha. You have two actually, Saldanha Residence, and you have Atrium as well. You have quite a few nice gyms close by. The Palacio Sotomayor has Homes Place. You have a great co-working there, which is Idea Hub. A couple hundred meters down, you have also the Avila spaces, co-working space as well. So it's quite a self-sufficient neighborhood with great quality of life. Yeah, so I think you're gonna really love the neighborhood. Some amazing coffee shops around. Shakar is one of them, which is really good. So hopefully we can pop in and grab a coffee.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, so we can do that. Okay, so welcome. Yeah, it's quite spacious. We've got about 112 square meters here, about 108 net usable area. So over here on this side here, we have the lounge room dining space. We can have a look out here. So we have a little view of the street that we just came off, Rua Martins Farão, number 9. As I said, here we are in the Picoas meets Avenidas Novas, right? As we said, Parish Council, Avenidas Novas, closest metro stop, Picoas. So people usually refer to the place as Avenidas Novas or Picoas. Open this. As you can see, we have double glazed windows here.
Yeah, so it's quiet.
Yeah, it's quite quiet.
And I like all the natural light that comes in.
Yeah, you get some good light. Even though we are facing north, we're actually facing about northwest, but you still get decent light, and then obviously you get some good light as that, you know, the rear end is actually south facing. So yeah. It's a great neighborhood, quiet street, one-way street, something that I do love. A lot of great little coffee shops, a lot of retail in the area as well.
Coffee shops.
We do like the coffee shops. There's one just there which is great, Shakar, of a lovely couple that moved in about a year and a half ago actually. Moved into the city a year and a half ago.
You get a zip line straight there.
We could get a zip line straight there. We could order coffee and bring it up. Yeah. Cool, cool. So let's see the rest of the apartment. So you do have central heating. And you also have air conditioning, so for cooling. Let's go over to the kitchen here. The kitchen is unusually large for a 2-bedroom in Lisbon.
It is, yeah.
Mainly this area here. So this area here, you could actually put down a table. Either you wanted it for like a breakfast bench or sort of a dining table itself, like a 4-seater or something. So you got that there. As you can see with the kitchen, it's a fully equipped kitchen. We have your microwave, your stove, oven. We have the fridge on this side, freezer on the bottom.
This hood here, I don't know if I've seen many like this in Portugal. This is nice.
Yeah, in terms of white goods or kitchen appliances, better said, the Siemens dishwasher, as I mentioned, in terms of the stove, oven, and so forth. Yeah.
Oh, this blends right in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
It does. Then you have the European style washing
Yeah.
washing machine in the kitchen. If you wanted to put something together to sort of blend that in a little bit better, that could also be taken care of. And yeah, so that's the kitchen. Any questions regarding the kitchen?
I don't think so. It's quite big. I love the colors of the cabinets, and I really like how the dishwasher blends into the cabinets. But no,
Yeah.
the appliances look good.
Marble, super easy to clean. We have, you know, I always like to have at least a window in the kitchen as well. A bit of light coming in there as well. Okay, so what we can do is we can have a look at the bedrooms now. As you can see, this is, you know, the entrance is a spacious entrance. To your right, we have the first bedroom. Bit of a octagonal shape.
Odd design. I noticed. So the bed would go.
The idea is for the bed to come this way.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have, like, say, a 2x140 or a 2x160, that would fit here. Obviously, heating and cooling in each division. So you have that here as well. Here you have your built-in wardrobe. Okay. So built-in wardrobe, always handy. I mean, obviously, if you wanted a little bit more furniture in the room, you know, bedside tables and stuff, definitely space for that. But at least you have this as a good starting point, which is being built to sort of take advantage of these interesting shapes.
Yeah, interesting. Very pretty new.
First bathroom, so guest bathroom, or also, you know, the bathroom to support the second bedroom. Here we have a shower tub with hydro massage, and the jets are there. Yes.
How easy is that to clean?
I mean, usually you get them cleaned every 6 months.
Okay.
Usually, pretty simple in terms of these ones here. Actually, usually just pop out, and then it's a question of sort of leaving them in a solution. To be honest, in terms of full maintenance, I'm not exactly sure, but we can have a chat with the realtor, and if anything, we can also speak to the owner. Just have a look at the actual manual and guide for
You hire
maintenance.
someone to do that, though, right? You don't have to do it yourself. You just have
In terms of the full maintenance.
to. Or even just like popping out the jet.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you could hire someone, or else some housekeepers would be able to if they have a bit of experience with it. I myself don't, so
Yeah,
don't hire me.
That's what I was curious.
As always, I mean, in many cases, although we're seeing less and less of them, we have your bidet, yeah, which
How
is great.
common is, I mean, we see bidets in apartments a lot, but in Portuguese use bidets.
I mean, I know of a number of different uses for the bidet.
Our daughter likes to wash her hands in it, so.
Feet are good as well, depending on what tickles your fancy. But yeah, I mean, it less and less so. And I mean, in this case here, in terms of space, we're pretty good. But when push comes to shove, I'd say the bidet would probably be the first thing to go in most cases. Although some people still try and stick a bidet in where it can't fit.
Yeah.
So here we have stand-up shower. Once again, you have this hydro massage, pretty robust in terms of shower experience there.
Shower experience.
Your usual bath here as well. Yeah. I mean, in both bathrooms, if you wanted a little bit more storage space, I mean, you do have the space for it. I mean, you've only got that one drawer, but on the side here and on the side of the first bathroom, you can also do that. So, with regards to this room here, once again, you have built-in wardrobes. Okay, so here we actually have probably double to what we have in the first bedroom. Right. This is a little bit more of a sort of easy rectangular sort of shaped apartment room. Sorry. So you have storage here and up there as well. So this is an ensuite, as you've seen.
Oh, there's more right here too.
And we have even more here.
That's loud.
Yeah. Once again, this room is overlooking the Rua Martins Fanal. Here we could fit a slightly larger. So if you wanted to put a 2x180, you should be fine in this space here. Then I'll also share the floor plan. So if you want to have a little bit of a look at in terms of furniture, what fits where. And we can always come in and do a second visit as well. Okay. Cool. Any questions? Shall we do a quick sum up here?
Okay, so T2, 1.5, and how much is this one?
This one's at 2,300. Yeah, 2,300. I mean, there might be a bit of room there in terms of negotiation with the landlord. Just to keep in mind, so this is a new building, new in Lisbon terms, was built in 2008. And we must keep in mind that we actually do have a garage space.
Ah, okay, it comes with the
Yeah, it does come.
parking spot. Okay.
Your own parking spot, yeah. With the parking spot and an added bonus, you do have about an 8 square meter storage space downstairs as well.
Okay.
So that's why, you know, it's not too badly priced. I think it's pretty considering that we do have the parking spot and the storage as well in this area.
And is the landlord looking for a 1-year contract or longer?
Minimum 1-year contract, preferably around 3 years. Yeah.
Now, the cool thing about these scouting trips is not only are you experiencing the apartment you might be living in, but James or whoever is showing you around takes you around the actual neighborhood so that you can get a feel for the neighborhood. You can try out local things, local places, you can try new things, and then while you sit down, you chat about the apartment, of course, but then also what there is to do and the feel of the neighborhood around you.
Okay, so now we're off to Principe, São Mamed. Okay, those are the neighborhoods. We're in between the two. We're actually in São Mamed, but better known as being Principe. Okay. We have a central meeting point in Principe, which is the Jardim de Principe, and one of the most beautiful gardens just across the road, which is the Botanical Gardens, which is beautiful. This neighborhood here has become more and more of an affluent neighborhood. Okay, so prices tend to be a little bit higher in general. There's been a lot of investment in terms of renovating in general of old palaces. You know, talking about 17th, 18th, 19th century palaces. It is a place where you have, you know, everything that you need. Probably not as well served as Avenidas Novas in terms of general services and supermarkets. This area here is a little hillier. Okay, so that can be a little bit challenging for some people. Great for exercise. But I mean, in terms of restaurants, in terms of cafes, in terms of bars, viewing points, you know, you have that all at arm's length. All the new sort of hip spots in town usually start up in this area. So yeah, it's quite different from Avenidas Novas in the sense that it is sort of closer in and more a part of the historical center, whereas Avenidas Novas, you tend to see properties which are more sort of, you know, late 19th century, 20th century, and then 21st century, right?
Okay. So this one that we're going to, is it a bit more touristy? Does it get a lot of foot traffic in that sense?
Yeah, I guess the street that we're going to is probably a bit off the beaten track. Yeah, but still there's much more tourists that sort of are in and around Principe in comparison to Avenidas Novas, right? The closest metro stop that we have is Rato, which is on the yellow line. Then it's also served by tram and the famous elétrico, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. As we came down, the botanical garden that I was talking about earlier, it's just behind these buildings here. Okay. And it actually stretches out all the way to Avenida Liberdade. And then across the road from that, we have the Jardim de Principe. So it's about a 3-minute walk up that way.
Uphill?
No, not too bad, not too bad. About 20% inclination, not bad for Lisbon, right? Yeah. Okay, so we've just come to the apartment now. Let me just put in the code. Let me get that for you. There you go. Thank you. So we're on the 4th floor. We have an elevator here as well. Okay.
How common is it to get an elevator down here?
I mean, if you had asked about 7 or 8 years ago, I'd say, fat chance. Yeah. But nowadays, I mean, most properties that are being renovated or, you know, new construction, obviously, but the ones that are also being renovated, when an elevator is possible, they're usually trying to fit one in. In this case here, we actually have 2. We have a service elevator and we have the regular elevator here as well. Okay. Cool. Okay. So here we have our one-bedroom apartment with around 70 square meters. And have a look at the kitchen here. We have quite a spacious kitchen for one bedroom, which is also fully equipped. Washing machine, stove, oven.
Yeah, it's quite big for a one bedroom.
Yeah, it is. Still got the light coming into the kitchen as well. Double glazed windows everywhere, so it's quite quiet, and in terms of acoustics we're pretty good as well. Here we have the bedroom. In the bedrooms and also in the lounge room we have air conditioning, cooling and heating. Once again here we have built-in wardrobes which are quite spacious. Decent sized room. Usually, I mean, either for single or a couple that are living here. Like I said, 70 square meters, so it's not too bad. Bathroom. Once again, we have our famous bidet, as always.
Yes.
Stand-up shower.
And this one comes furnished, or?
This one actually does come furnished, if you would want it that way. It was a short-term rental, but now has been placed into the long-term rental market. As you can see over here as well, we have this amazing mural of Lisbon. I mean, if you wanted to remove that and have that painted, that wouldn't be an issue at all. So here we have the lounge room. Once again, as I said, we have air conditioning, both heating and cooling. You also have a small veranda on this side. So if you want to just check that out, yeah, feel free to step out. Small.
Coffee here.
Yeah, bit of a view of Graça from here as well. And as you know, I mentioned, just behind these buildings here, we have the botanical garden.
Right.
Just down the street, we would be in Rato. Yeah, so you have the metro stop there, cafes, restaurants, services. Just down the street here, we'll be off at Avenida Liberdade. Okay, and 2-3 minute walk up that way. We're in the center of Principe.
Okay. So this area definitely seems a bit hillier.
Much hillier, yeah. Definitely. Much hillier than Avenidas Novas.
Okay. And how much is this one renting for per month?
1100. So this is 1100. The whole building is fully renovated and finished in about 2018. So it's relatively new. All the apartments were fully refurbished as well.
Okay.
So yeah, it's in quite good nick. We have the elevator, as we mentioned. I mean, in this case here, parking, we don't have parking.
Mm-hmm.
We're a little bit more central. I mean, moving around. I don't know if you're looking at, bringing in a car as well, but I mean, Uber is quite accessible. We have the metro close by, and we also have obviously the bus.
Okay, so if I did want a car, I'd have to do paid parking just along the street?
Yeah, so what we do is through your rental agreement, you'd be able to then get a residence card for parking, which has an annual fee, and then you'd be able to park in the resident allocated parking areas. And you can actually choose an adjacent location as well. So they're zoned off. So you could have your zone, and then you could also choose a secondary zone as well.
Okay, so you wouldn't have to park and every time put money in the...
No, as a resident, no. Okay. There is, resident parking, which is specific for resident parking. So with the sticker there, then you'd be clear.
Okay.
Furthermore, one last thing here, an interesting thing that they've put in. You can actually close this. So if we wanted to.
Okay. Closed off, just...
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it can come in handy, let's say if you have someone, in the kitchen, or someone that's wanting to do a call, or someone's watching a movie here and going to bed. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I mean, if it was for a couple, that can come in handy as well. Yeah. You also have buzz people in. And yeah, I think that's about it.
As we walk around, James is pointing out different things that are interesting to me that I should know if I do end up living in this apartment. He also talks about how central it is, so we get a feel for that. But I'll tell you what, he definitely knows his client, because he takes me into a place that has great chocolates and that has a very fudgy brownie that I cannot wait to try. So this is also a good thing. He knows his client, he knows what they're looking for, and he shows you what is going to be of interest to you if you do live in this area.
Está bem assim?
Sim, aqui o que é que temos?
Portanto, a pimenta, aqui diz 75, mas é o toffee.
Great coffee. Okay, so the next apartment we're going to be seeing is still within what is called the parish council of Santo Antonio, right? Similar to the one that on Rua de Salitre, but it's a different neighborhood. So we're actually onto the east side of Avenida Liberdade. This neighborhood, it's quite an up and coming. I mean, it is parallel with Avenida Liberdade. You know, Lisbon's Champs-Élysées, so all the great boutiques and fancy shops are all along there. And we're literally just 2 streets from there. You'll see a lot of properties that have been renovated along so we're going to Santa Marta, right? A lot of new properties that have been coming up onto the market, renovated properties, some new construction, but mainly you know, rehabilitation of older sort of 18th, 19th century properties. You have close by a small, an elevator that actually takes you up to a very well-known park, which is Jardim Natural, which is great viewing. A lot of people like to just go out there and chill. And then you have the area of Camp Santana, Camp Matius da Pátria, yeah, so another name that's actually used for there. It's quite different to what we've seen. Yeah, I hope you like it.
One thing you want to take into consideration on these types of scouting trips is that oftentimes the agents have to rely on other people to get into the buildings, whether that's meeting someone with keys or the security guard lets you in or something like that. So it's really good to be flexible about getting in because it's not the fault of the agent or the person who's showing you around. It's a really good brownie. Barely cooked brownie.
Fudgy.
But the good news about that is if you can't get in right away, you can at least observe what's going on along the street. You can hear different noises to see if it's a good street for you, and then maybe do a walk around the block as well.
So here we have the postal boxes, and now we can jump into the elevator. We can't because the elevators aren't on yet. So we're gonna we do have an elevator, so we're gonna go up to the 3rd floor, but we're gonna have to walk it up. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Good exercise.
Yes.
Nice new stairs.
Yes, everything's brand new. So they've never been rented. They've literally just been sold, and they're coming up for rent now. So. Okay, welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, shall we start with the bedrooms?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, so we've got 2 bedrooms. Here we have the 2nd bedroom, or the guest bedroom. We have a little balcony out here. Yeah, nice day today. We have a little balcony for each of the windows, you know. And here we have the built-in wardrobes, quite spacious. Some room up the top as well. Got the drawers as well. Yeah, they're quite spacious. And they have the automatic lighting as well, so as soon as you open them, you have the neon lighting. Yeah, same here. Yeah. For the longer coats. Yeah, we've got air conditioning, heating and cooling as well. Yeah. So here we're coming to the master bedroom. Once again, with the balcony, little outdoor space compared to what we're going to see in a moment.
Okay, all right.
So the master bedroom, balcony. We also obviously here have a ensuite. So let me just get these on. Yep, perfect. Thanks for that. Stand-up shower.
Alright, oh yeah, a lot of space. I like this.
This is here for the towels as well. Keep it nice and warm. Love the marble on this one. Obviously we have our air conditioning in here as well. We have a bit more storage space here as well for guests, or I mean some extra storage space for either the bedrooms.
And this is completely new.
Brand spanking new. And here on our left we have the 2nd bathroom, full bathroom.
Okay, also very big.
Yep.
I like when you have a lot of counter space in the bathroom.
Yeah, me too. Counter space. And this one doesn't actually have a bidet, right? So a bit of a change from what we've seen so far, right? So here we have the living space. It's actually been designed to give you know, whoever decides to call this home, an opportunity to either, you know, if they want the lounge space to be on that end, you have, you know, your telco stuff there, the same on this end.
Okay, so you have options.
Options, exactly.
Or 2 TVs.
Or 2 TVs, yeah, dining lounge dining, open kitchen, which is becoming more common, let's put it that way, in Lisbon.
It is
But
big.
yeah, it's quite big, a lot of light. I mean, and you have direct access over to the veranda here.
This is amazing.
It is. It is amazing, but it's not the most amazing part of the outdoor space. This is here. So this is yours as well if you decide to come. Maybe a little sunbed out here, barbecue. So you have your own private garden, terrace space. It's not bad. Yeah, have a.
And it's completely private.
This is
Ours.
this is yours. Yep,
It's nice.
very nice. Yeah,
It's a good day for this too. Get some sun.
yeah, that's great. I mean, each of your neighbors would have their own space as well. Nice table and chairs with an umbrella. Maybe a little barbecue out here could be nice.
This is a great feature.
Yeah, quite a gem in the middle of the city, no?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So how big is this apartment?
So we have 108 square meters. The asking price for rental is at 2,600.
Okay.
Like I said, it is brand new. It's been completely renovated. You know, in terms of finishings, they've done an amazing job. We have the 2 bedrooms with the ensuite, and obviously the garden. So I think in terms of price, it's pretty well priced in comparison to some of the stuff that's out there on the market at the moment. So yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. Shall we go in again?
Yes.
Have a second round? So yeah, in terms of appliances, obviously this is fully equipped kitchen. In terms of heating, cooling and light, we can actually manage that through the console there as well.
Very modern.
Yeah, we also have the alarm, so you have sensors here in the corner at the entrances. Okay, so front door and the back door. And yeah, I don't know if you have any other questions.
I think so. It's
Yeah.
nice.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, wouldn't mind spending some time here myself.
Summer months especially, right?
Exactly, yeah, out there, definitely.
If you want to see more in Lisbon, then check out this playlist right here, which breaks down the Lisbon neighborhoods. Don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get moving.